let me try to get my camera better. I know it's upside down for you. I will possibly be able to fix that after. I'm trying to put my drills away. I finished this today. I found this in my box of stuff. So this is resin, like the resin drills, and you're supposed to carry it around when you're walking outside. Hold on, you're supposed to carry it around outside like this. Just don't get caught with them. These are super sharp and these will hurt. And you carry it in your pocket. I don't have any resin left, so I can't make any more. I do have the mold. And we have no Canada Post, so I can't mail that to anybody. I finished this canvas today. It was day 4. It's a little bit dirty here. I'm gonna put hold on, I got an alarm on my phone. I'm going to put this on it. Once we're done here, Mod Podge. I have a few different kinds. This is my cemetery. It turned out very well. I might have changed a few little dots on the bird here. Let me see if you can. Here, I'll flip it. Where's the bird? Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but the bird has some green on the top of him, and I don't like it. From far away, I like it. The bird actually has blue wings. And also, so in the photo, you can't really tell. But every once in a while, I look at this, and all I see is 2 globes here. I see 2 globes, like almost like Easter eggs. But then this comes into focus, and I can tell it's a cemetery. Also, if you tilt this a certain way, it's very, very flat. Like the diamonds are very flat. But if you tilt it, they get really sparkly. So I like that. This is a 30 by 30. I got this on Temu. It took me 4 days. All of this dark color, all of it is $8.23. There was 21 colors altogether. The moon has 2 colors that are only in the moon. So you see how small the moon is there. So there's that. I am going to try to bag these kits up. First I'm going to see if I can get the stickers off of the bags. I was going to do this a different way. Okay. As you see, I have bags, I have cards, right? I was going to go through here and try to put the drills where they go in bags that I already have. But I only made it to 806, and I have numbers that are past 806. Like this is 823. And I actually think I have a container started for 823 because there are so many of them. But let's see how far we can go. Gotta put my glasses on. What has everybody been doing? How are your Halloween canvases going? There's 553. You know what else I have a problem with? I can't get these out very well. I almost have to use my teeth, and I'm afraid of bending. Oh, that's good. I'm afraid of bending the here. I don't know if I showed you this, but look. Ignore the wrong color that's in there. So you shake them. Shake these. And look. The drills line up. They have it. Where's my camera? They have itty bitty little dots on the trays so that the diamonds lay where they're supposed to. That is magical. I have been looking for a year for a tray to help me out this way. And I finally found it. And I have 100 trays. I am so impressed. I have not dropped these on the floor to see how much they explode. Oh, look, there, you can see the dots on the bag. I don't know if this is normal for other containers like this. Because you know my problem has been the diamonds with the trays with the lines are just not working for me. I either can't get these diamonds to line up, or I can't get my pen to pick up the diamonds. And now I have this magical tray that works. Here's another problem that I have. Okay, I don't know. I should get my other canvas out to see if I need this. Maybe I'll just leave the stickers on in case. So these, I have a carrying case. These go in a box. Okay, these go in a box. When you open the box, you see them in the box like this. And I can't tell what the drills are because I don't have small enough labels for this side. And also, when I have these in the case, I'll show you in a second, I can't get these out. I can't just like, you know, pop one out. Part of the problem is these have little divots on the bottom that hold these so you can stack them on your desk. But still, I can't get the middle one out without taking the top off. So those are a few things that I don't like, but I love these trays. I am one of the best purchases I have made for diamond painting. So what was that? 5. I gotta put the number on this card here. Amazing. So like I said, this only goes to 806. So I have to put this one in a bag. Sorry for the noise, guys. How are your Halloween canvases going? What is everybody working on? I have another Halloween canvas coming up. I have to kit it up. And actually, I am doing a collaboration. It's going to rock your socks. It is a painting where hold on a second. I hear something I shouldn't hear. Okay. It sounds like I have a kitten. Just ignore it. What was I saying? This might be difficult to cut these trays out. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? Anybody give me any tips? Look, I got little drills mixed into this bag. Oops. The purple one's in my... Okay, so I'll put these over here. That one's empty. Now, 3, 21, 27. I got 2 bags. I think they're all different colors. Let's check. What is it? Okay, what was I talking about? I was talking about the canvas that I was going to do with somebody. Our series is going to be called Does Size Really Matter? The age-old question that has been asked since 900 BC when the dinosaurs were running around. And yes, there was dinosaurs. If you don't believe me, that's a different conversation. So, hold on. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Got another bag empty. Not only did I get... No, you stay down there. Not only did I get another bag empty, I got the tray empty. Good for me. Okay, 317. We got 2 bags. Plus we got this one. I really need tips on how to get... I have a funnel. I suppose I could use a tray. Right, maybe. Welcome to the struggle bus. Guys, for real. Who used to say that? There's somebody on YouTube who says, welcome to the struggle bus. And I don't remember. All right. Let's see if I can stay on topic. You get off of the table, please. No. Hey. Stop on the table. Nobody wants to see you. Does size matter? I am doing a canvas 20 by 20. Somebody else is doing a canvas that is not 20 by 20. It is smaller. And we are going to compare the drills, the size, the amount. Is size worth it? And all of that stuff. So it should be interesting. This is for entertainment purposes only. Neither one of us are professionals, but we'd like to offer our services to you to show you if it's really worth spending the extra money for a larger canvas. I have been doing pretty good. I have bought, so what did I buy? This was a 30 by 30 canvas. This graveyard one that I'm doing. And it turned out decent. The last one that I did, the witch with the red hair, she was a 30 by 40. And she turned out well too. So I've been doing pretty good with Temus. The size hasn't been an issue yet. I know I have this one in a bag, but I can't find the bag right now. So let's put it in the tray. I'm not sure when this series is going to pop up. It is a Halloween painting. Possibly I might work on it during my live with diamond painting with Coco. I'm going to have to work on the painting in the background because I am working on the larger canvas. It just happened to work out that way that I got the bigger one and she did not. We both, okay, we have the same canvas, same artist, same everything, different size, same number of drills, same number of colors. So I have 21, I have 21 colors, and so does she. But we're going to see how many actual, like if I have 10 bags of a certain color or what. I have not even looked at the colors yet. So I could not tell you how crazy it's going to be. That one goes there. We're not doing too bad here, guys. 353. 355. Ooh, 351 is pretty. Look at that. Whoops. Bright pink. I actually have a hoodie that color. 3. I'm gonna have to make a card. So 353. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I have not been making any talking videos. I have been quite sick. I got sick December. I want to say September 28th. I started to get sick during my last live, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely sick." The boyfriend was sick on the Wednesday, so 2 days before me. When he came home, I'm like, yeah, I know it's gonna affect me. And I tried to stay healthy, and I didn't. And then I tried for a week to not go on antibiotics, even though my doctor says you're not doing yourself any favors by waiting for the antibiotics because you're not like a normal person. You're not going to get over this infection. You have to calm it down as soon as you possibly can. And me, being the person that I am, 350. I always wait like a week to call the doctor for medication. At least this week I did not wait weeks. I only waited a few days. Now this is where the issues come in. I was put on Cipro, the medication. It's very strong. It actually hurts your tendons. So I do not recommend. It works. It works really well. It's one of the stronger antibiotics. That's why they put me on it. But the issue is I'm allergic to it. Oh, look at my drills. I don't know if you can you see that? My drills are 2 different colors in this bag. And I labeled them as 169. Huh. Well, too late now. They're already in the bag. Okay, what was I saying? I was on Cipro. Been on it before. I've been on it for 20 years. Usually I get a massive migraine that lasts 2 weeks. Like I have to take Tylenol and Advil constantly. Always been that way. But recently, when I take it, because I still have to take it because remember, I only have like 2 or 3 drug choices, right? Took the Cipro, started it Friday at lunch. By the end of Friday, like a few days ago, I couldn't breathe. My oxygen was down to 86. It's not supposed to go below 95. For me, because I have diagnosed lung problems, anything under 90 is a problem. So 92, 94, all that, it's fine. It's expected. Thankfully, I have 2 oxygen machines in my house, and I have new tubing and all of that. What I don't have is a bag labeled 333. So I put the oxygen on. I was at 3 liters of oxygen. When I was sick, like in the past years, I would use oxygen 2 liters at nighttime. And now I was needing it to be at 3. So it's a big difference. I have not been on 3 liters of oxygen since I was with hospice. So I had a little bit of a meltdown because I have 550. Hold on, I gotta make a card. I have medical post-traumatic stress because of everything that happened. Like, I was sitting in my hospital bed waiting to die. So, not this time, when I was in hospice. So, of course, I have past trauma about being sick. And now, when I get sick, I always think, okay, this is the end. I'm not going to get better. I am worse. I am on oxygen. I'm not usually on oxygen. What is going? I am failing. All the fun stuff. So I had that going on. And then I started to get a fever. It only went up to 99.5. But I'm on antibiotics. Your fever should not be going up while you're on antibiotics. And then the very last part. As you all know, I have been walking Rigby 4 miles a day, right? I was doing great. I got 100 miles in September. I only need 35 more miles for the year. to make it 1,000, which I think is pretty good, especially for me. And when was it? Yesterday, so Monday, I walked 3 houses to the left of me, not to the right, and I had to sit down on the guy's porch, and I was getting dizzy, and I was like, okay, we have to go home. I can't do this, bud. I'm sorry. I was getting a mile. Saturday and Sunday I got a mile. Friday I got a little bit more than that because before I took my medication, we had to go shopping. So, what's today? Tuesday. Sunday night, I emailed my doctor, 4 in the morning, and I said, I can't do this anymore. I'm quitting the Cipro. Sunday night, I cut it back to half of the dose, and some of the symptoms are disappearing. So I'm going to quit the Cipro altogether, and I refuse to take it again. Today is Tuesday. They brought my IV antibiotics. I'll show you. So this is me. Hi! This is me. I had to put a needle in my chest. See, I don't know if you can see it. Just ignore. There's my other oxygen. You can see how much it sticks out. Yeah, so I had to put that in my chest. And then I had to hook up my IV medication. So I'll put it back here so you don't have to look at my ugly neck. And I quit the Cipro. So I'm going to be on antibiotics, I think, for 2 weeks. I sound so much better. Like I was rattling, I was crackling, I was choking, everything. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't nothing. All because of this stupid Cipro, and because somebody went to work and got my boyfriend. I almost said pregnant. Got my boyfriend sick, and he brought it home. I am not asking for a special case here. I am not asking for a special treatment. But for the love of God, if you are sick, please do all you can to not go to work. And if you have to go to work, wash your hands and wear a mask for the sanity of other people and their families. Because last week, when I was sick, I told my doctor, I need to be in the hospital. I do. I was ready to go. If I had the energy, I would have packed my bags. But I said I would rather do IVs at home because there are less germs at home. I'm still able to function, blah, blah, blah. But if I find that I can't do this because I get worse, I will come up to London and stay the 2 or 3 weeks. So, here we are. I'm doing the IVs. Trying to find where my little baggie goes here. At 7:45. We'll put it here. I'm on IVs every 6 hours, 2 different medications. So I am not going to sleep for the next 2 weeks. I have to do medication at 12 and I have to get up at 5 to do more. But this is the life. This is what you do in order to get better. Do I question myself on why I'm getting better? Yes. Because, okay, don't twist my words, but I am sick. I am going to die. And please don't, we're not having the conversation right now about, oh, everybody's going to die. Yes, I know that. Some of us are going to die sooner than the others. And one of them is me. That is just the facts. That is what we're working with. So I get to the point once in a while where I'm like, why do I keep taking these medications just to get sick again? Because I was sick in June. I got bronchitis for my birthday and I was sick. How long was I sick, guys? I was sick until July. And then I did that affiliate link PR product that nobody went and bought. I did that one while I was sick. I should have been sleeping. But I didn't because I am dedicated and I really liked that painting. I have not hung it up because I have not hung anything up. But I really did like the painting. I'm glad I liked it because if I didn't, I would have really struggled with getting it done. It was also hot. I remember that. It was July. And I was on medication and I got a blue dot in here. Yeah, I finished it. So now, my average used to be I would be on IVs every 6 months. And now I am at the point where I am on IVs every 3 months. So I'm kind of panicking. I'm on prednisone, which gives me anxiety, like super bad. And I am on a super high dose. Thankfully, I only take it for 2 more days. And look, guys, we only have one left. And then I can stop talking. I only have one or two doses left of prednisone. So Wednesday and Thursday. And by Saturday, it should be out of my system. And then, whoops. And then I just have to worry about taking the IVs. The IVs don't make me sick. They don't, not usually. They don't give me stomach problems. They don't make me tired or itchy or nothing. They make my face really red. Guys, when I was taking the Cipro last week, so I took it for 4 days, I gained 15 pounds. And I don't know why. I don't know if my kidneys had stopped working. I was obviously retaining water somehow. I don't know why. So I took a bunch of medicine for that, and I have lost a little over 10 pounds. Thankfully. Because I was at a number where I was like, I've never been here before, and I'm not, there we go, I'm not staying here. So, that has been my week. That is why I have not done any videos. Also, I'm only going to talk about this a little bit. It's very ironic that I am working on this graveyard because I got the news today that my ex-fiance passed away, and I believe that he took his own life last Saturday. We broke up in 2004, and I honestly believe that he had no signs or symptoms. He had quirks, which was like cool. He would just randomly be like, hey, do you want to drive to Niagara Falls? We're not doing anything else. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Or he would be like, hey, do you want to go get a cat? So we would go to the Humane Society. Just cool things like that. I won a trip to Disney World because I was sick. It was kind of like Make-A-Wish, but not. It was for adults. And I won that. And we went to Disney World and I got engaged. I have photos of it. I don't have my ring, and I'm very, very sad because it was a Mickey Mouse ring and it had 2 diamonds for Mickey's ears. Somebody's playing with the box behind me. I hope I can edit that out. Anyways, we got engaged. Disney World. Kind of cool, kind of, cheesy. Not everybody gets to do that. It was very cool. We came home. He already owned the house that we lived in. We came home and he said, "Look, you have your mouse ring. We need a new car. Do you want to buy a new car instead of getting jewelry?" And I'm like, yeah, because hey, Albert, stop. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize how loud he was. Hey, you're on camera. People don't want to hear you. You want to be on camera? Come here. Oh, he's a heavy boy. Hi, Albert. His little ear fastenings are not growing as long as I hoped they would have. Okay. Got engaged in Disney. Sure, you can look at me for a minute. But I got engaged in Disney. Came home. Bought a car. Is my hair lovely today? Bought a car. I went to school for. Sorry. I didn't go to school yet. We were trying for kids. We tried for kids for a really long time. We had infertility problems. He had problems, and so did I. His little swimmers were not swimming, and my tubes were all plugged. And we both took it really hard. We had names picked out. I'm gonna name my kid Grace Kelly, and we were gonna name our son Tristan Thomas, and it just never happened. It was very hard, and we both became depressed. Instead of talking to each other, he joined a golf league, which met every, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday night, and he would drop me off at Chapters, and I would hang out there, and that was pretty cool because I got to read. That's what I loved. And then, because I needed something to do with my life, I went to my first year of nursing, started my second year of nursing, and my ex out of nowhere said, yeah, I think we're too young to get married and you need to move out. And I'm like, what? I had already signed up for second year of nursing. His mom, that was the first time that she ever stood up for me. She was like, how could you do that to her? How she wasted all that money. She took somebody's spot. She has no way to get to school now because if I would have moved back with my mother, there was no way I could get to the college. So my mom showed up. Albert. My mom showed up with the van. We loaded the van and I moved out. And I didn't talk to him. I think it was 4 or 5 years. He got a hold of my mother and said, look, I want to talk to Lola. He used my real name. And so my mom gave him my phone number for whatever reason. She wanted me to get back with him. And I talked to him and he was like, hey, can we meet up? And I'm like, no, this is weird. Why would I want to meet up with you? So after we broke up, I never saw him. I saw him on Facebook. I saw his girlfriend, and apparently they have broken up. I'm not sure when. She's been dating another guy for about 2 years. And then I found out today. Hold on. I found out today that my ex took his own life on September 27th. And the funeral is tomorrow. I'm not going. First of all, I can't get there. And second of all, I think it's weird. I think funerals are very weird. I don't think funerals are a party. And I mean, some of them are, but I don't think that they're a place for like everybody to show up. It's very personal. Funerals are a very personal thing, right? Anyways, I did email the funeral home and asked if the live stream would be on YouTube or on the internet or anything, and they said no, the family decided not to. And I'm like, crap. At least I could have went to that because I would like to say goodbye and thank you. And even though Robert, even though he did ditch me and end things very badly, um, and he did treat me badly after we had broken up. He said a few things he shouldn't have. Um, he I will always love him for the fact that he chose me. He chose me to marry him. He chose me to be the mother of his children, and he stood up for me with his family. So I will always appreciate that. And he taught me a lot about what my future relationships would be based on what I would tolerate and what I would not, and what I would change. And also, he taught me what my triggers are, which I mean, I'm not appreciative of that, but like if I don't want to talk badly about him. I have before, and that's for a different video. But when my current boyfriend says he will be home at say 11 o'clock and he doesn't show up until 3, because of my past trauma, I kind of freak out. And I go back to my first relationship with this guy that I'm talking about, and I say, is this what is happening? My boyfriend now doesn't want to come home, and he's staying out as long as he could, etc., etc. You know, past relationships teach us trauma. They teach us boundaries. They teach us what we want and what we don't want. And in the end, whether this guy was a jerk or not, he obviously had issues that he could not control. And I'm very sad for that. I'm very sorry for him. He was a great guy when he was great. I mean, they all are, right? But he was. There was nothing really bad about him until he decided that we would break up. And today I was just thinking about, like, if the two of us would have gotten pregnant, I would have had like a 22-year-old son right now, or a 23-year-old daughter, you know. And in a way, I'm glad I don't, because then they would have lost their father. But also, maybe life would have been different. Maybe it would have been different. I mean, it would have been different because everything would have been different, right? So, yeah, I'm just trying to process all that. I don't miss him. I have been over him for a lot of years, at least 20 years. But, you know, the relationship did happen. We did live together. We spent every moment together when he wasn't at work. So he was a major part of my life for a while. And for that, I am sorry for his family. I am sorry for him that he ever suffered. I am sorry for anybody that has ever suffered with the thoughts in their head, because there is just no, unless you've been there, unless you have actually been there, you don't understand what it's like to have to fight the demons that are in your head. I got wax on my face. And the demons won't shut up, and they're just constant. And they're constant. And the demons are telling you things, and there's just no way to shut them off. I've been there. I haven't gone as far as he has. I have not tried anything, but I have been depressed enough where I was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I'm assuming, like, I can't say 100%, but I'm assuming that he went through with it. I am hoping he took medicine, and that he physically didn't hurt himself, and that he didn't suffer, and that he is in a place where he is all right. I hope that he is with his grandparents now, and he can hold a spot to watch over his nephews. And I want to say thank you to him for being who he was. Thank you for taking care of me when you did. And thank you for teaching me things that I will never put up again. So with that, I will show you my canvas one more time before I what's the word? Seal it. I'm show you my canvas one more time before I seal it. Remember, this might be upside down, so just kind of pretend. There it is. There's the kitty. There's the kitty cat. Is this upside down? This is the moon. No, we're good. Yeah, there's that. Temu. Oh, probably less than $5. Quite impressed. Quite impressed. And I had a lot of drills left. So I'm quite impressed with that. The stick was good. I had no problems with that until the very end. Somebody stepped on my painting. So it wasn't the canvas's fault. Canvas is a little bit dirty. You know what I like? These canvases are thin. And I have done a premium. Well, I don't know if it was premium, but I've done a higher class painting. And the canvas was thicker, and I found that I had to push harder, and I did not like that. I actually really like these thin Temu canvas materials. So, all right. I'm done rambling. I need to go get some medication, and I need to go to sleep sometime tonight. It is 12 o'clock. October 7th. I'm done this painting, and we will move on to the next. I will show you a preview. Excuse me. These are the, can you see that? These are the drills. Black, gray, 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 pink, gray, pink, burgundy, and chocolate milk. I don't know if you can see that. So I'll have to get that up. That's 21. These are all the drills for, I don't know what the dog's barking, for a 20 by 20. That's not a lot of drills, really. Let me see if I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. Yeah, it looks like there's only one bag of each. So that's cool. All right. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for visiting. If you could please like my video, I would muchly appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and follow along with my Halloween project. I'm trying to see how many Halloween projects I can get done this year. I have done, I think this is the third. I had a 30 by 30. I did a 30 by 40. I did this one, and now I'm going to do a 20 inch by 20 inch, whatever size that is. Follow along, subscribe, comment. I answer everybody. Ask me anything. If you want to paint along with me, let me know. If you have any ideas for videos, let me know, and I will try to accommodate you. Other than that, thanks for showing up, and I will see you around, guys. Bye.